Hello there everyone, this is RPM, this is the Premiership Division. We're at lovely Japan and I'm Mr. Inorganic. So I'm expecting an interesting race. We've had an interesting race yesterday with 6 drivers out by lap 8. I think there was 8 drivers that finished. I actually had my very first front row start here on Tuesday. So, yeah, I was quite happy with that. And I got fastest lap, but the race itself started off well. But then, if I said the wheels fell off, that would be a great understatement. More like the wheels exploded off. Just happened to be one of them races. But we're here with the Premiership. This is the top of the crop. The fast drivers. And at the moment we're with Al. And that's a very unusual line that he took there. I don't think that's allowed. I did end up having a 10-second penalty because the front of my car was damaged around there and I had to stay offline. But there's nothing wrong with your car. That's a good way of getting a lot of dirt on your tyres. So we've got most of the drivers out now. It will be Al, that will be the first to start his fast lap. So we'll stay on board with Al. Let's see what he can do. He'll be the first one. So as long as he keeps it clean, he will be on provisional pole position. The only Mercedes driver here tonight. We've got no Jetfish. Yeah, I mean that's good for us Alfa Romeo boys. Only having one Mercedes driver. And obviously that also falls for Williams, because they'll be trying to push their advantage as constructors, leaders. I believe it is Mercedes second and the gorgeous, lovely Alfa Romeo in third. Not biased whatsoever, but Alfa Romeo is by far the best car on track. So obviously Al's set up purple sector. Oh, and Liam there, he's a new driver and it's his first drive with us today, and he is out of qualifying, so he'll start at the back. And as predicted, Al goes in a 128. So we've got some people in chat. Good evening. Ferrari, Merck and Williams for podium. 3 safety cars. 3 DNFs. 1 low fuel. I want to throw in a bit of rain in there as well, but I don't know what the weather is. But as we're on board here with Higgsy, learner driver, aka Colin, has gone round in a 127.5, followed by his teammate Luke, 128. So that's a good start for the Williams, and they'll be hoping to lock out the front row. Let's move So Steve-O and Higgs has gone round in just 1/10 of a second off learner driver's pace, so he'll be happy with that. True, full wet. Yeah, we want full wets. Definitely want full blown wets. We had it in qualifying for the first division on Tuesday. Yesterday was a dry race. Well, I say dry race. There was bits of carbon coming down from the air, especially on the first. As soon as the lights went out, we lost 2 drivers. One of them was Kieran, who is reserving tonight, so he'll be hoping that he can go slightly further than he did yesterday. I don't think he crossed the start-finish line. It wasn't his fault. There was a big crash in front of him, and with no way to go under full acceleration. Yeah, took him out. So we're on board now with Mr. Jones's Aston Martins. And Steve-O has already got there on the 3rd row. The second row. Doing my maths quick. Got some like that here on his out lap. I believe, let's have a look at Quinn. Quinn's gone into the pit, so I will stay with Simotlo. Everyone has done their banker laps. At the moment, I can't tell what the weather is. The comms booth, if I stick my finger at the comms booth, yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually feel any weather. But I'm sure if someone's listening and if somebody wants to find a bit of inside information from a reserve driver on what the potential weather was going to be like, that would be greatly appreciated. But at the moment, we're still on board with Simotlo, and he did get a purple sector 2. Actually, purple sector 1, I believe. It's been a long week. It's been one of them weeks. Just like my race, started off so well, and then the wheels fell off. We got RPM Widow in chat. Evening, good luck everyone. Yeah, well, F1 Widow will be happy with learner driver. Set an early pace. And Simotla goes round and puts himself 2nd on the grid. We've got the Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari coming out at the same time there. Yellow flags are out. That's purely just drivers getting out of the way. We will go on board with learner driver. Just on his out lap. Going to get some heat into them tyres. And no one has yet run down the information from an inside pit line to see what the weather is going to be. But here is learner driver. Let's watch him goes around. He's, yeah, the green, yellow flags are just drivers getting out of the way. Although Brandon has also not set a time, so we've got a new driver and Brendan not setting time, so we're starting right at the back. Let's see if learner driver is any quicker in sector 2. I'm just waiting for him to come round for the time. He's a lot quicker. He is a lot quicker. He'll be looking at a 126, which I think will pretty much put him on pole. 126, yep. A whole second quicker than his first pole position time. Most drivers just going out, getting a banker lap in, and then we'll push for a faster time, as learner driver did there. I will go now on board with Higgsy. As he crosses the line, he does go a little bit quicker, but there's Luke. Let's see. I don't think he's put a... Yeah, he's put a time in, so Luke stays on the second row. I do know, I think Luke could really do a good race this week. And I wish him well. But he is Quinn, and Quinn has just set a purple sector 2. So, Quinn in the Ferrari. Can he put a Ferrari in the front row? It's on the second row alongside his brother. But Davey in that beautiful, lovely Alfa Romeo goes third fastest. Good luck to the Alfa boys. Go on, boys. I don't know who said that. Somebody else in the comms booth there. Some of the fans sticking their head in the window. And... yep, supporting the Alfa Romeo boys. That wasn't me one bit. But that's a good time from Davey. Let's have a look. What else? I think Luke is on an in lap. Quinn is probably on an in lap. Let's have a look at the Aston Martins. Mr. Jones did reserve yesterday for the Aston Martins in the championship, and he did get past the first corner, but then crashed under the safety car on a straight under the safety car, and he got it into the wall. Apparently he went to scratch his head, but yeah. So the Aston Martins will be open to be a bit better than that. Higgsy has gone round and put his Red Bull into third as Stieber goes into the pits. Volcano has put his Alfa Romeo on second on the grid. The beautiful Alfa Romeo. That is the official name. It is beautiful Alfa Romeo. And look, Volcano's just showing the car off to the fans there, letting the stewards have a good look at the car. They say pick up some rubber, but it's Volcano picking up a bit of gravel. But that won't hurt the Alfa Romeo, not in the slightest. We had Alfa Romeo had a third place yesterday, and last week they got a third and fourth. So, I tell you what, it'd be lovely if we could have a Alfa Romeo 2-3. That would be, that would be lovely. But it's this man at the moment, learner driver, that is leading the charge for the Williams, and I still have no weather report. Hint, hint. Obviously no jetfish, so Mercedes could be losing a bit of a few points, and that's good news for Williams and the beautiful Alfa Romeo. And if the team and Stebo as well, is he retired in the? Oh, he must have had a moment, because Stebo, he has set a time. But we're back on board with learner driver. We're still missing the L plates. I think that's disqualification, I think, personally. You can't be advertising yourself as learner driver and not have L plates. I mean, I've been saying this every week, and we're still missing the L plates. I think that should be points deducted, I think, for the Williams, and give them points to the best looking car on the grid. And obviously there's no bias from me whatsoever. And let's have a look. Sector 2, learner driver has got round any quicker. And obviously Laura Tobin has gone on strike, because I've still got no weather report for the race. So we might have to wait till 1,000th of a second quicker this lap than he was previous. So it all depends if he's got the last sector. Yeah, he lost a few thousandths of a second there, but he's so quick, and he will be really trying to push the Williams for the constructors title. But Volcano will be leading the charge. I'm going to stay on Volcano now as he's on his flying lap. And I mean, I don't really need to say what car. So we've got in chat. I lost the wheel. Turn 10. Oh, Logic is Liam. Right, so Liam, the new driver. Welcome to RPM. And yeah, the rules, and Simotla's out as well, so that's both Aston Martins. Again, probably finding Mr. Jones's wall. They seem to be attracting the wall at the moment. Do the Aston Martins. But yes, Liam, I hope you enjoy your stay with us at RPM. And the rules of RPM are: do not touch the Alfa Romeos. Just let them past. And Colin, now that's learner driver is not going to set a faster time. Higgsy has gone round and has put his Red Bull onto second, so that's a good lap there from Higgsy. Davey now won't be doing another time. Higgsy's finished. Volcano's in the pits. Luke's in the. So we've got no one else actually on track. Everyone else is pretty much finished. So we'll just have it there on Higgsy's Red Bull, and he'll be pleased to have got his Red Bull on the front row of the grid. He'll be dead chuffed with that, and he'll be open to push. So there we go. There's the standings. We've got Learner Driver, Pigsy, Volcano, Luke, Davey, Quinn, Al, Samotla, Stebo, Bronco, Kieran, Liam, and Brandon. So Alpine got it all to do with the Ferrari alongside him. Only 13 drivers, but don't think that's going to mean it's going to be a boring race. We had that yesterday, and we had 6 drivers out. I think by lap 8 we had about 2 racing laps. So now we go on to the lovely view of the pit lane. And yep, that bloke there right by us, he's shown the lovely comb over. I mean, that's a shocker, mate. Just shave it off, stick a hat on. That's a shocker there, bud. Yeah, good old comb over. As we wait for the drivers to do all of their strategic bits, picking what tyres. I would imagine medium hards, medium. You could possibly do soft hards. Let's have a look what everyone has got. Well, we have got a good lots of different strategies. So Learner Driver and Higgsy have gone on the mediums. Volcano on the second row on the softs, alongside Luke, who will be pleased to get in his car on the second row. And I really hope that this race goes really well for you, Luke. We've got Davey on the third row on softs. We've Quinn on mediums. We've got Al, the Mercedes driver, on hards, Samotna on mediums, Stebo on hards, Bronco and Kieran on mediums, Liam has gone softs, and Brendan's gone mediums. So lots of different strategies are going to be playing today. None of them, though, look like they're set up for a wet race. Did Liam? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't here last week, Liam. So I do apologise. It's not your debut. It's your second race for RPM. I usually do the comms, but I was out on some family business, so I did miss last week, so I do apologise. So first race for me watching as the cars now do their burnouts, trying to get some warmth into the tyres as they all line up on the grid. And let's hope it's a clean getaway. The championship showed us how not to do it yesterday. Went for the lights. Everyone seems to have parked the cars okay. There's 3 lights, 4 lights, there's 5 lights. It's lights out, it's pedal to the metal, and away we go. And everyone looks like they've got a good start. Higgs has gone on the defensive, gone on the inside to push Volcano out wide there. But Volcano has managed to keep 3rd place on themselves to trying to get the advantage. And then we've got Davey behind Luke. Everyone's got away pretty much, and there's an Aston Martin there. They're having a bit of gravel time. They're just getting a bit wrong. It was going to the hairpin. So that has put something like that. Brendan has had a fantastic start. He was on the back row. He's managed to there's another Aston Martin there going wide, but Brandon has managed to work his way up the field as Bronco gets past Kieran. Learner driver now, and there was Volcano, I think, getting it a bit wrong. It might just be the camera angle. So, after the first lap, we've got learner driver Higgsy, Volcano, Luke, Davey, Quinn, Al, Liam up to 8th, Brandon up to 9th, Stebo 10th, Bronco 11th, Kieran 12th, and Simotla 13th. Let's have a look down the field as my times are not yet coming up, but there we go. There's the Ferrari, and there's Al's Mercedes, all very close, very tight, and I hope no one was, and there goes Liam. Liam's got it a bit wrong there, going around the corner. Ooh, just misses Simotla. But Liam just gets it a little bit wrong and goes out wide. What else have we got? We've got Bronco in the Haas. He was originally championship driver. Showed a lot of pace and has managed to secure a seat in the Premiership. And in front of him is the Aston Martin of Stebo. What else have we got going on the track there? The driver goes around again on the fastest lap. And we've got there the Ferraris. We got a Mercedes in a Ferrari sandwich. Quinn will be hoping for a good race as well. He hasn't had the best of luck this season, along with his brother. But Luke going very nicely in 4th, with the beautiful Alfa Romeo in 3rd. It's all going to be interesting when people are going to come into the pits. Obviously the soft runners will have to pit first, as Liam has now managed to get past Kieran, as Kieran had a moment, as Kieran just let them through. Kieran is reserving, and he's gone further today than what he'd done yesterday. I know he'd been practicing a lot for Japan, but his luck this season has been dreadful, and that definitely showed yesterday. But time wise, Volcano now is all over the back of Higgs's Red Bull, and now we've got DRS, not so overpowered here at Japan. It's but Volcano does under DRS, using a bit of ERS, but Higgs has a look up there on the inside. He's not going to Not just going to let the Alfa Romeo get past him easy, but it's them tyres, the soft tyres, definitely helping Volcano there with the grip through for the S's. So Volcano now will try and not let the driver get too far ahead, and Higgsy will just try and sit in the DRS zone if he can. Only the one DRS zone here at Japan. I don't know why they haven't got it on this long straight here. I'm sure they could have put DRS up here. Then just that short straight first on the start finish straight. But Higgsy is going to have a look. There's a little look up the inside of the Alfa Romeo. But Higgsy will get DRS now, and he will look to push that advantage. There is a bit of a DRS train behind him with Luke, as Brandon has now got past Al. There'll be a lot of cars, a lot of teams looking at the Mercedes and rubbing their hands together and thinking, oh yes, it's some good points there. So Higgsy still keeping on the tail, and he will just be hoping that he can stay pretty close to Volk. Come on, that's always good to see. But yeah, Higgsy will be hoping to stay with Volcano for when these tyres go off. Higgsy's got the medium tyres, so we'll have a bit more life in them. I don't know how much more life you get from the mediums to the softs here. I found the softs actually last quite well. Luke is sitting at the back of this battle for second place, just watching and waiting. Luke doing what Luke does best and just staying out of trouble, and we'll just wait for one of these drivers in front to make a mistake. Davey has gone into the pits. Let's see, he's going on for hards. Could get, and we've got, and I think that's Kieran. Kieran's had a moment. So we had a yellow flag there. But Davey now on them hards. He'll be looking to go long now with the cars in front. So does this mean now that Volcano, although I kind of got about 10 laps out of the softs. So has Davey gone for a bit of an undercut? Is he gone a bit too early for the hards? Did he hurt his tyres? Is that why he had to pit then? Hoping for a safety car. Obviously the people on the softs were hoping for probably a safety car any lap soon. That would definitely help them if they could but Al is now into the pits. Al's on hard. Oh, he's got damage, so he's lost it. Al is having a new wing. New front wing, he's lost it somewhere, and I believe he was on hards, but now he's gone on to mediums, so that would be another pit as a safety car. Who Who was forced the safety car? Everyone's... There's Learners, Volcano, Higgsy. This is exactly what the soft runners would want. I don't know who, or if somebody's paid someone. These are two Ferraris. Could it have been the damage to Jetfish? To Al, but I'm sure he was in the pits before the safety car came out. But everyone seems to be, and both Aston Martins are still in. This is good for Davey. Davey will be loving this. He's gone into the pits at the right time. And there's Liam. So it must have been Al then, or as Kieran at the moment, but I can't see any damage. Only damage I saw was to Al's Mercedes. So then the driver comes into the pits, as everyone now can use this advantage to go into the pits. Volcano's gone on to mediums. Mediums on lap 8. Could be a late change to go on to softs. Maybe Higgs is also gone on to mediums. Luke and Brendan, they'll be going long now on them hards. And after yesterday's race, I believe the safety car actually won yesterday. I think it was 8 for more than and the cars actually went round on track. But Liam now has gone on to hards, but that has allowed Davey to really catch up, and that has safety cars helped him, but then again everyone else has gone into the pits now, so it's kind of taken away the undercut that he was probably trying to achieve. But the hard runners, I would say, will probably... Could they take them to the end? Are we going to get another stop? Are we going to see medium softs towards the end? I still have no weather report, but it does look a bit grey and miserable out there. I mean, yeah, no. If you was going to expect rain any moment, you'd probably be looking at people going on to medium softs. But a lot of few drivers have gone on to the hard, so I don't think we're going to expect any rain. So I'm going to have a look, because we have got back modern technology. We have got some driver interviews. You watch as I get this up and running now. That the safety car is going to come in. And if I can find... Safety car's still out. Okay, come on, where is... I'm trying to do... Who said men can't multitask? Wheatlings. Do you know what? I can never find the press room when I come to look at the press room. It shows how professional I am. Because we did have some questions. I'm probably just missing something here. I'm just going to ramble on for a bit until I can find. The safety car's still out, and it still looks. It does look miserable. It could just be cloudy. Safety car is in. So that means I'm not going to be able to. Do you know what? As soon as the safety car is in, let me find it. Well, I was trying to do it with one eye on the race and trying to do everything by phone. But learner driver has gone. Volcano. We got. Let's have a look if we go down the track. Quinn has got past the Ferrari. And again, everyone behaving themselves. So if you are going to get front wing damage, but Liam is out. DNF. He must have picked up damage. It must have been Liam then that picked up damage. Higgsy is struggling as everyone. He's just everyone's overtaking everyone, and we got in the background there. Al getting past Stebo on the hairpin, but Al manages to keep Stebo behind him. Then the driver's already pulled out a 1.5 second gap on Volcano. It's all very, very tight after the safety car. Everyone is... Look at that, look. Oh, and there goes Al looking on the inside of the chicane on Bronco. You did have to kind of pull it out a bit. Oh, they've touched the wheels again there. But Al has managed to get up into 7th, and then at the end of this lap DRS will be enabled again, and with the amount of cars all staying together, we're going to get a bit of a DRS train. So I know Liam was in the chat, so if you want to drop us a message and let us know what happened. We did one lap on the hards, possibly picked up rear wing damage. If you're still watching, Liam, if you want to drop a message, let us know what did happen. But Luke will be very happy with this, as the Ferrari has a look down the inside of Luke. Brandon, who started at the back of the other Ferrari of Quinn, has got past Higgsy. Higgsy dropped down quite a bit. I don't know if he's not liking their medium tyres. He's dropped a few places, and the Ferraris now are attacking Luke. So if you have Ferrari's going right and a Ferrari going left, well, Luke is going to see his Ferrari in his wing mirrors, and that's not a bad look. Nice to see Ferraris in the wing mirrors. Only Ferraris overseas from the back. Very rarely do I see Ferraris in my rear view mirror, my wing mirrors. But now Higgsy's having a look on the outside, coming into the hairpin. But Al's trying to get in there as well. There's going to get enough room, but Higgsy keeps his foot down. And Al can't get past there. It's a lot more difficult to overtake on the hairpin here than it is in real life. Davy's dropped really wide off at the back. So I don't know if Davy's picked up some damage, but he seems to be struggling right at the back. Kieran has got a penalty. There's so much going on here with this race. The Ferraris all behind Luke. Luke could be trying desperately to keep on to this position. But Brendan has got past Luke under DRS, and Luke's gone wide. Oh, Luke's gone wide. And that's allowed Higgsy and Quint all to get past. And now Luke will have the Mercedes in his wing mirror, and that's not what you want to see. But these are having a proper ding dong. This is what we love. Lots of wheel-to-wheel racing. As the driver's already like 4 seconds ahead, or 3.5 seconds ahead of Volcano. Volcano want to try and keep Brendan and Quint behind him, but we know Brendan is incredibly quick. So the Ferraris at the moment, 3 and 4, would be a decent result for the Ferrari team. But Luke is having a look there at Quint. Having a look at the chicane. Luke isn't going to take this line down. And he's gone into the DRS zone, and he's got past his brother, and Higgsy will go and have a look as well. All under the DRS. We're beginning to harvest the energy, but Brendan won't mind this because these are slowing each other up. That's also good news for Volcano, because he's going to want to try and keep the gap between himself and the Ferrari as much as he can, as we're coming up now to the hairpin. Anything can happen at the hairpin. Everyone is behaving themselves. It's a chain there. It's all pretty close, but not kind of close enough. It's the DRS that seems to be advantage at the moment, because the rest of the track we've got a yellow flag, and I believe that is Kieran. That's Kieran. He's not had the best of races at Japan. But Luke and Higgsy has got past Quint, but Quint now has got DRS, so has the Red Bull. And Higgsy does hold on to that place. So they all had DRS open. All getting it off Luke. So Luke's managed to work his way back up into 4th. And Quint and Stebo and Al will be desperately trying to get past Stebo's Aston Martin. He's having a look. Is he going to try and push him? He's going to try and go on the outside, but he tries to get on the outside, but he sees a Ferrari in his path, and he had to slow down a bit on the outside, but he's still going for it. But Steve-O keeps his foot down and keeps the position. But Al then knocks up the inside, and he's had to pull out a bit there. That's just give Steve-O a bit of a break. Brendan now is right on Volcano's gearbox. You leave that Alfa Romeo gearbox alone. Obviously these two cars share the same engine, both Ferrari powered. And Brendan was trying to get the toe off Volcano. But Volcano there, a lot of speed. So it looks like maybe Volcano has got a bit lower downforce than the Ferrari, because the Ferrari through the S's is very quick and a lot quicker. And look at that camera angle. Look at the back of that beautiful Alfa Romeo. That's a beautiful car there. Lovely shot. I just don't want Brendan to do anything to take Alfa out. But they've opened a gap now, these two, Volcano and Brendan, to Luke. So we've got a few gaps. Some cars quite close together, but not really in an attacking position. He still looks really murky, but I don't think there is any chance of rain. Some beautiful clean, and Quinn has got past Steve-O. I'm going to go off Brendan now, and Brendan down in the straight. We got it there on the straight. Let's go and have a look if he gets it done. No, Brendan again can't get it done. So I'd say Volcano has got lower downforce than Brendan's Ferrari, because through the S's the Ferrari really does pull up on the Alfa Romeo, but hasn't quite got the straight line speed. But Brendan gets it a bit wide there. He gets a bit of grass, and that will give yellow. I believe that's Al. Al has had a moment, but he's kept it going. Doesn't seem to be any wing damage. I can't see if there's any rear wing damage. We've had a couple of yellow flags, but one safety car for a damaged wing. So we've got Al, Volcano, and Brendan. Brendan really now getting a bit squirmy, trying to attack the Alfa Romeo. And all the time, he's just letting learner driver just have a lovely another drive around the park as Brendan. Looks a bit deep there. That wasn't a brilliant camera angle. But now DRS. Has he got enough DRS and ERS? Yeah, Brandon's managed to get past under DRS. And Al's got a 5 second on. It's been a disaster for the Mercedes. And I think, yeah, he's adding a new wing. And Kieran's going to the pits, and Kieran's got a... Kieran will be cursing Japan. Or, as Kieran might say, Japants. Definitely not being Kieran's track. But Higgsy, now, he's pretty close to Luke. And Volcano on their mediums. And if their mediums are starting to go a bit off a bit. But Volcano, yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on this because we've got Volcano close to Brendan. Oh, he's just dropped outside the DRS zone now. We've got Higgsy, and we've got a safety car. And Al has DNF'd. Al has DNF'd. It's been a race to forget for the Mercedes driver, and the other teams will definitely be looking and rubbing their hands together. It's a big advantage now to Williams, and yeah, we'll see a lot of drivers now with the late safety car going on to softs. Learner drivers are first to do it, and that will put everyone else going on to softs. Yep, everyone is going to softs. Simotla has stayed out, so Simotla is now in the lead. Davey is in the pits. Davey will go onto them softs for an 8-lap sprint. Kieran, I did not speed there. Beautiful Ferrari. It is a good looking Ferrari. Not as beautiful as the Alfa Romeo. Yep, people watching this, if you don't know, you might have gotten a bit of an impression. I do actually drive Alfa Romeo. Let's just see if I can find the press room. Trying to do this on my phone. Oh, good. Why can I never find? Never find it. I'm actually looking for it. Let's get me fast. Oh, wires everywhere. That's not a good. That's not a good look. No, don't want that one. It should be. No, I'm trying to do the blooming. Excuse me for 1 minute. The safety car is still out, still going around. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Definitely. Can't see it through the woods. Can't see the trees through the woods. Is it woods through the trees? Whichever valley it is. I think we find it just as a safety car. We're going to have a 7-lap sprint to the finish, and everyone apart from Simotla, and you know what, I think Simotla has probably made a bit of an error there, seeing everyone you know what, I have found the Premier press room, and no answers. So after all that, I have found the press room only to find that no one had actually answered any of the questions. Oh, brilliant. So I'm going to then put back on that so I can see you lovely people that are watching this race that want to talk to a Brummie. Well, like everyone else, as I do say, it does come with a health warning. Does my commentary and health advice, which is called the mute button. But Sim Mutler has gone, and I don't think he's going to keep Learner Driver at the back of him. But Learner Driver just, thinks better of it, pulls out. But Sim Mutler on 13 lap old hards, he's really going to struggle to keep the pack behind him. I think he'll be kicking himself. He should have gone into the pits. But hindsight's a wonderful thing as the camera goes round to that view now, and Smutler loses the lead to Learner Driver, and now Smutler's got Brendan coming up to the hairpin, and Stebo, and we've got another safety car, and it's Bronco. He's kept it going. And now Brendan has just overtook Sim Mutler. Did he do it before? Because that kind of looked like he'd done that. It might just be my screen. Just taking a while to upload. But we got another safety car. Did somebody say that we had beautiful, clean racing? We're on our third safety car. We went racing for a bit, and I'm not going to bother sitting there now to look at the press room to find the press room. Not empty. Complete no one empty, and no one answering. But if you're going to damage your wing, you want to damage your wing and bring out a safety car. I do know red flags are set on normal net. Sim Mutler surely has got to come into the pits. He's staying out. Other drivers now are going on to fresher softs, which makes perfect sense. That's what you would do, put in some fresher softs, because they will be strong towards the end. But why is Sim Mutler staying out on 14 hard lap tyres? They've got to be hurting. And I know he's probably looking at maybe track position, but with everyone else on softs, he lost 2 positions quite early. But then it is quite hard to keep Learner Driver behind you. But seeing everyone else going in for softs, I don't know if it would have, it would have hurt him, but he's going to have an incredibly quick, beautiful car with that Volcano's Alfa Romeo right behind him. So Volcano will be looking to get past Sim Mutler as soon as he can. We've got 5 laps left on the softs. I would imagine a safety car. I thought it would have come in this lap. I can't see it being that much damage. I mean, what are the stewards doing there? It was a wing, but Sim Mutler, he's gone for the soft tyres now. And if he's listening and watching this, if he gets it wrong, he's going to be able to blame myself. But with the safety car still out, he's going to have fresh rubber. And you're going to be in the points. Kieran, in a respectable 8th position is a reserve driver, so Kieran will not be added to the points, so Kieran will be deleted. Not Kieran himself will be deleted, but actual points and race he will be yep, so Simotlo will be 10th. We are going to see the safety car's got to come in now, so we're going to have 4 laps, but I think Simotlo had to do it. I don't think he was going to be able to keep the fresh soft tyres runners behind him, and I think with the amount of laps that we've got left would find himself towards the bottom of the grid. But I know Davey at 9th won't be particularly too happy, but it's 9th, it's good points. Luke in 5th, I think Luke will be quite happy with a 5th. Higgsy will be looking at the back of that Alfa Romeo and thinking, I fancy a podium. Now, learner driver will back up the cars now. He will force them all to back up. When does he go? Brendan is there. He's having a look, just letting learner driver know that he's there. When is he going to go? It's going to be any moment. I think once he gets through the second corner, it looks like he's started to go. He's gone for it. He has slightly caught Brendan napping, but Volcano did lose out quite a bit. Volcano was caught napping. When you've got a beautiful Alfa Romeo, you just got to kind of be, when you're going around a safety car, just admiring the look of the car. Volcano in 3rd. Higgsy will be wanting a podium as he sees Brendan and then a driver pull away into the distance. And Luke will be there, and Luke will be looking and thinking, actually, do you know what? He could get a podium. The gaps are beginning to open up, and already Luke has pulled almost a second out on his brother in the other Ferrari. As they go down the long straight now, we're coming up now to the final chicane. And learner driver gets the fastest lap on them. Davey, Stebo's into the pits. Now, Stebo picked up damage. I wonder if he picked up damage and that's why he's gone into the pits. But that's a bit of a disaster. But let's go back with Higgsy, because Higgsy's fighting Luke. Oh, and Higgsy's got it wrong and he's gone out wide. He's got on the grass. I know that feeling. I've done that. I did that Tuesday. And that will be track limits there as well. But Luke now up to 4th. And this is the race that Luke desperately needed. He desperately needed a good race, did Luke, and he is not far off Volcano. Luke, my commentary partner, but he's racing against the beautiful Alfa Romeo. So Yeah, Luke's going to be, I think Luke will be happy with this. Higgsy will be kicking himself for that mistake because Higgsy has got Quinn. Like his brother, also needed a good race. Seems to be going well. We'll go through the S's. It's all very tight there. They're all on the same amount of lap tyres, so there's no advantage, no disadvantage on the tyre wise. There was a bit of a... The driver's got a bit of a gap, so was Brendan. Brendan couldn't keep up with that Williams. And Volcano doing an outstanding job. Oh, and Higgs has picked up a time penalty. I did see a bit the lap before Higgsy going a little bit wide and track limits, and now he's picked up 3 seconds. And when it's tight like this, coming up to, I can't be on the penultimate lap, that's going to cost him big time. So that gives Luke a bit of a breathing space now, because he knows Higgsy, if he wants to get rid of that 3 second disadvantage, he's really going to have to push. And he's got past. Higgsy has got past using DRS, but has he got the time to get 3 seconds ahead? He'll try and get damage limitation and try and pull out as much of a gap as he can on Quinn. So I think Luke will just be able to keep within 3 seconds, but it's tight up there. So many drivers so close. As we're coming out to the hairpin, and we're going on to Learner Driver. Again, not seen much of Learner Driver. He's been out in front and doing what Learner Driver does, and just controlled the race from start to finish on the straight with a bit of a bend to take flat out into the final chicane, and Brendan's picked up a 3 second time penalty. How is that? Oh, that's gonna. Is he? But that means he did have enough of a gap. Volcano third. Davy's gone up to fourth. What an absolute drive from Davy. Higgsy's moved down to fifth. Where did Davy come from? Luke must have had a moment, because Luke's gone down to seventh. As we were watching the Learner Driver cross the line, Luke might have had a moment and has gone down to seventh. Davy's moved up to fourth. What an absolute recovery drive from Davy. A beautiful Alfa Romeo. And look at that, we've got a lovely Alfa Romeo there on the podium. There's Learner Driver. Another win, doing what he does best. Controlled the race from start to finish. Brendan started on the last row on qualifying and moved his way up onto second, so a good drive from Brendan, and Volcano will be happy with that. And then to see Davy behind him as well, but Luke must have had a moment, because Simotla's gone above him and Higgsy. So we've got Learner Driver first, Brendan second, Volcano third, Davy fourth, Higgsy fifth, Simotla sixth, Luke seventh, 8th was Bronco, 9th was Kieran will be pleased with that, 10th was Stebo, and 11th was Quinn. So as Quinn and Luke had a moment, because they were up there, have the brothers had a moment, and have I missed it? Oh, I tell you what, if I've missed that, when I was watching Learner Driver take the win. But there's all of the stops that we've had. I mean, Davies gone in. Davies started off on the softs, then went on to the hards, then on to mediums, and then finished with 2 softs. But it definitely did the trick. A bad start, and worked his way through the field right at the end. Pretty sure Quinn had 23 seconds penalty. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I'll have to see that. Have I missed something? I don't know if I saw that on the screen. I'll have to look that back. It's like making me look so unprofessional. But that was the Premiership. That was Japan. I think we've only got 3 races left. We've got Qatar. I know we've got Las Vegas, the last race. Next week is Qatar, which I will need practice at. But exciting as always, the Premiership. This is RPM. If you liked what you watched, leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Let's get them all watching. And there's always the mute button to mute the dulcet tones of a Brummie that rambles. But great for the Alfa Romeos, great points. And yep, next week it will be, I'm driving Tuesday, and it will be commentary, royalty. Kieran will be your host, and I will wish you all a very good weekend, and hope to see you all next week. Goodbye.